Fort Edmonton sure is fun. And I love the rides. The Ferris wheel. Woohoo! The carousel. But I don't like the horse wagon ride. It's dangerous.
Is he an idiot?
Kind of. He's a TV host.
Oh.
I'm Don Kelly, and I'm what you call an urban native, a city-raised, office-bound Ojibwe. But I can't help hearing a call from my elders telling me it's time to rediscover the old ways and get back to the land. Hello? Hello? Hello, I'm Don Kelly, and welcome to Fish Out of Water. This week, I'm in Fort Edmonton. This fort was a major fur trading center for northern and central Alberta. They built it here because the North Saskatchewan River created a natural boundary between the Cree to the north and the Blackfoot to the south. So I guess people could travel here and not feel too worried about being attacked. And hey, that had to be good for business. There was a lot of fur flying around this place in the 1800s, something like 10,000 beaver pelts a year. So now, I'm going to experience what life was like for the native people who worked in and around this early European outpost.
My name is Greg Cardinal. I'm from Satellite Cree Nation, and around the fort I am known as Running Wolf, Pimpata Mahigan.
My name is Troy Earthchild Dressiman Lavalley, Askiawasis. At the fort, I'm known as One Arrow. I'm from the Red Pheasant First Nation.
Hi, I'm Don. Thanks for having me here, and thanks for, I guess you guys will be my guides, and yet I feel, strangely, I didn't get the wardrobe memo.
Oh.
It's just like, I am from your future.
Welcome to our Cree camp.
Well, Cree camp, that I was gonna ask, whereabouts am I right now?
Well, you were at Fort Edmonton, which is situated within the city of Edmonton, capital of Alberta. And Edmonton is located 3 hours drive north of Calgary. Without the Cree and the Métis, Edmonton would not be here.
Would not be here.
The actual real name of the fort is Amiskmatsi Wasnahaigan. Translated loosely means Beaver Lodge House.
Amiskmatiyawahaigan. I will try to remember that.
That's right. That's really good. That's
well,
really good.
Closest. I aim for closest. If I can get close,
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
You'll survive. You have the North Saskatchewan River right beside us here, and at the time, that would be the main transportation highway for all the trade.
There was a great deal of stability between the Cree and the people within the forts because they had to be on very good terms in order to do business with us because they were vastly outnumbered. You know, if you have 1,000 Cree and only 140 people max within the fort, then they really wouldn't have stood a chance.
So what are some of the activities I could do that would have been taking place here back in the 1800s at Fort Edmonton?
Could be paddling the York boats.
York boats?
Yeah.
Never done that.
Molasses bread making.
Molasses bread making?
Yeah. Then we'll get you to carry out some of the fur bales to get a little bit of a taste for the actual weight of fur.
That doesn't sound too bad. I can carry a little cube of fur.
9,500 pounds.
Good old Fort Hernia. I think maybe I'm ready to get going. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Dante Ida.
Dante. You're in good hands.
Yep.
Okay. So what do we do, Ida? I guess are we microwaving bread? That's always fun. It's quick. You get it in, out, jam it up.
What's a microwave?
Okay, geez. Okay, so we're not microwaving it.
No, first we have to light the clay oven.
What's a clay oven?
Right behind you.
This is I thought this was like a representation of Mount Baldy or something like that. This is an oven. You got to show me this.
It's got a willow frame, and it's made from the mud and clay from the riverside.
From right down there by the North Saskatchewan?
Yes. Well, it's looking really good, but it's going to probably take about another hour until I get a nice bed of coals in there. We're making molasses bread.
Molasses bread?
Molasses.
Looks almost chocolatey. But does not taste chocolatey at all. Wow, that's like a really...
An acquired taste.
An acquired taste. Even you're admitting it. I like that.
Okay, so we start with 3 cups of the whole wheat flour.
3 cups.
A 1/4 cup of lard.
Good old lard.
2 teaspoons of salt. Probably about 4 tablespoons of molasses.
Why did they use molasses?
Well, molasses was easier to transport in barrels than sugar because sugar, if it got wet, It was actually no good anymore.
Molasses was a little sturdier.
Yeah?
Hot water,
Hot water, yes. Got 2 cups now.
2 cups. That's looking very mushy.
How about if I,
You're, you're relieving me already? I'm just the apprentice here. Oh, you're really getting in there then.
yeah, we're going to be adding our yeast. If you want to give that another stir.
Okay.
Well, don't slop it around, but
You know, should we get the safety glasses out? 'Cause it's really flying.
add 3 more cups of whole wheat flour.
Okay, mix it up again.
Yeah.
It's like a brick. Sham wow.
Gather everything up together like this, and then you just start kneading. You'll be doing this for about at least 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So we'll split this apart, push with your palm of your hand.
So you do have a little technique there, kind of bringing it back with one hand and pushing with the other.
Yeah. We have to now let it rise
Okay.
for about an hour, hour and a half.
So it's nap time then.
Nap time. There's work to be done.
Always work to be done at the fort. Boy, I hate forts.
In the 1800s, 12,000 plus on average beaver would come through the fort for trade.
This is incredible. Right here, this is a lot of beaver and muskrat and other woodland animals. That's a sea of beaver.
And we're all going to be pressing all these beaver pelts into one nice cube for shipping.
Pressing.
Pressing.
Okay, because I was going to say, you know, you can steam them, right? And that'll take the wrinkles out. It works for me. Hang them up in the shower when you're having a shower. But okay, lay them over.
Yeah, right on the top here.
Right on top.
Yeah. So head to toe sideways.
Head to toe sideways.
Yeah.
The fashion at the time dictated what kind of furs were in most demand, and beaver was made some of the best felt hats. And the amount of furs that we're loading would be the amount that a native trapper would actually bring in about a year.
So I've been kind of throwing them on willy-nilly. They should be smoothed
Well,
out.
it's like folding clothes. When you fold your clothes nice and neat, they pack tighter than if they're just loose.
What is this folding clothes you speak of? This is the cap plate, you called it?
Cap plate, yeah.
Thread the ropes through the grooves?
Like this, pull it through, turn around.
Tie
It's
it up.
coming through here.
It's
Straight
coming right
through,
straight
yeah.
through there. So.
Now, squeezing beaver pelts is a lot harder than it looks. And it looks like it's now a 4-man job because we need Kona to throw his weight into our beaver project. This isn't some funny catapult fort trick you guys used to do, is it?
No,
Okay.
no. Yeah. Now you can let her up. And
Let
then
it up.
Pull the beam off. Yeah, just step off. Step off. There you go. Back it up. Nice and slow. Yep. Nice and easy. There you go.
Give him a little nudge. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's
Wow.
the first
Ta-da.
fur bale. Yeah, we can allow Kona to demonstrate
Yeah,
you know,
he'll
how
show you.
This is the deadlift here?
This is the
The
deadlift.
deadlift.
Yeah. So throw it up top.
Just like that.
That's close.
Just like that.
Well,
That's straight.
That's the
that looks
deadlift.
smooth and easy. Good job, Kona. That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah. Hi.
Whew. Oh, this is nice. Just doing some back-breaking labor. It's gonna be nice just to slide the bread in and then we'll be chowing down very quickly, right?
Well, not so quickly, Dawn. We still have to clean out the ashes in there.
Clean out the ashes.
Yes, which is going to be your job.
All in the ash hole right there?
Yeah, right there.
So we are now fully heated, is that the idea?
Yes, we are.
Woo!
Will you get that paddle over there, please?
Amazingly, it looks bigger than it was before.
Yes, I told you it would double in size. Now I want you to slide it in there about halfway down the oven. There you
There
go.
you go. Now, do I put this one right beside the
Yeah,
other one?
right beside the other one. Right, yep, right there. That's
And-
great. Good technique you had there.
Hey, right on. You know what? I smell like I was at a dance club in the 80s now or something. Oh, you put the door on? Okay.
Yeah, we will put the door on.
So you lock it up there?
There we go.
And then what, ready in 5? Should I be counting down 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Time, Ida?
It sure is, Dawn. Get it over here.
Look at that, it's precarious. Is it ready?
Yes, I think it is, Dawn.
Does this look how it should look?
Yeah, it sure does.
Am I gonna burn myself?
It's a little bit hot. You can
It's
see
steaming. That's very good. Mm-hmm. You know what I like about it?
What?
Very little molasses taste left in it.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't
right.
big on the raw molasses, but that's good. Very crunchy, very chewy. It was about 2 hours to get the oven ready, 45 to mix up the ingredients, and then 2 hours to cook. So all this in under 5 hours.
Yes.
What a time saver. Up next, the biggest boat I've ever rowed. Whoa! Or tried to row. Oh, hey. Welcome back to Fish Out of Water. I'm in Fort Edmonton, Alberta, experiencing what life was like at an early 19th century trading outpost. I gotta tell you, it's not easy here. They're actually making me work. That's not my thing.
Hey, Don.
Oh, yay!
Hey, come on over.
Better get going. But I swear, no matter what they throw at me, I will not give up.
Face forward, bend your knees a little bit. Hold this on your forehead.
This never ends well when someone tells me that.
And then you want to reach back and hold this open in a cradle, like that. Now get ready for a big heavy load.
Oh, man.
You got to carry 2 pieces when you work for the company. Right over your head.
Up over your head.
This is not going up over my head.
No?
No matter what we do, it's not
Okay,
going
well
up over
then,
my head.
make best do.
This is the worst job I've ever had.
All right.
Now I got to balance on that board?
Yeah, careful, it's got a bit of bounce to it.
Okay. There we go.
There.
Wow. So now we break. So Joseph, what sort of stuff would they be loading up right now?
All the trade goods that we're going to need, plus supplies. It could be everything from sugar, molasses, rum, tobacco, axe heads, everything. Bring that rope aboard.
Here you'll require this.
You see what this is?
Maiden voyage.
Oh, so you guys keep your energy up while you're paddling?
Actually, this is poplar dust.
Oh, poplar dust, okay.
Keep your hands from chafing and
Grind it right in. Was this the usual compliment, Joseph, for a York boat?
It's a little light. Remember, you've got 4 tons on board on a 40-foot boat that weighs a ton.
Why do I get the feel I'm in for some work here?
You men push us off. Give way together.
Whoa.
What you're doing, Don, is you'd be watching and matching the stroke from the guy in front of you.
I'm trying.
Keep the tip of it out of the water, or else it'll launch you in.
Joseph, was the rowing all strength, or was there some technique they would put into it?
There is technique, but mostly it's just hard work.
So any insider tips you want to share with me, Askioasis?
Don't stop.
So now we're going to spin around. Starboard side, backwater. Port side, pull together.
Whoa,
Oh, see, that's what I mean. You'll get pitched right in. Yeah, that's the one, like that.
Row your dogs.
I'll say Askiawasis.
Say.
Need to relieve you.
So where do you feel this the next day? Back, shoulders, everywhere?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're going to come into shore, so you gentlemen just keep up that rhythm.
I'm starting to think this is not a democracy when you're on the river.
No, it's a tyranny. There is no democracy in a boat.
You pull her in on the side?
Yeah. Tie it onto that peg.
It's your basic double Shawshank redemption knot right there. Coming up, I almost pop a hernia. The biggest bail you've ever done. Just kill me now, maybe. That'll be easier. Welcome back to Fish Out of Water. I'm Don Kelly, and I'm enduring the hardships of 19th century Fort Edmonton, Alberta. And when I say enduring, I mean barely surviving. When you worked the fur trade in the 1800s, life was rugged and hard. And I'm not very.
Well, Don, looks like it's time for your final challenge.
It does look like it, and I appreciate the duds you guys got me. It's kind of got a good thrift store look on the upper body and retro on the lower body with the cords.
You could be making molasses bread with Ida.
Molasses bread, okay. I don't even know if I remember the recipe, but I do know it's hard to get hurt making molasses bread.
After that, you'll do the fur bale, but you'll be in charge of all of that yourself.
You know what? Exact opposite. Fur bale, I remember, easy to get hurt. I just do a press, is that all I gotta do?
Well, then you gotta take it to the boat.
I knew there'd be some carrying involved. Okay, physical labor, doing some cooking. The sooner I get at it, the sooner it's done, right? I'm off.
You will be making 2 loaves of molasses bread.
What I remember is any bread's gonna start with flour. So it was 3 cups of flour. Do we have boiling water?
Yes, we do.
And then it was 2 spoons of salt, as I recall. Question is, how much lard did we put in? I'll eyeball it. It's the other white meat. So I'm gonna put a whole bunch of molasses in there.
He's put in too much molasses. He's put in too much lard. And also the salt. He put way too much salt in there too.
Good. Whoa. What I never really got a good handle on, I'll be honest with you, was sort of like, you know, when the mixing seems ready. So I'm gonna put the yeast in first. Put in 3 cups of flour. More elbow grease here. Let's do this, the stick test. Oh, that's pretty good. You ever throw it at the wall to see if it sticks like spaghetti?
No, I haven't.
No, you've never done. I think we'll have a senior and a junior.
Yeah, it sure looks like it.
You try to make them even size.
Oh yeah. The problem with the loaves will be the smaller one will be overdone. The large one probably should be okay. I hope.
An hour, 90 minutes it was, I think, for the yeast to rise, and we come back and check on them again.
That's right.
Got the furs. I assume I'm supposed to be fur baling these.
That's right.
These are the bison. Mm-hmm. Man, these alone, these are like 20 pounds each just on their own.
We have to make 90 pounds somehow.
Oh, man. I'm gonna get my ropes ready. Loop end through. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's never stopped me before. I don't know what this is just gonna be.
It's gonna hang out the sides quite a bit.
Okay, got my nice little grocery bag.
The average man of the company is required to carry 2 90-pound fur bales at a trot for 200 yards.
Jeez.
Don, I think your sash is a little high there.
Yeah, I'm kind of ahead of the fashion curve. So where do you want it? Down around here a
You
bit?
want it right where your intestines would be.
It's always about the guts popping out at the fort, isn't it?
As long as the beaver gets protected, that's all that's really important here. At points during the fur trade, beaver was worth more than gold.
Lift with the legs now. Remember your body breaks.
There you go. Okay, Don. There you go.
2012, baby, 2012. Ah. Oh, I don't know how tight that is. Watch fingers and toes. That's coming.
There she goes. There you go, Don. And that's the bale. Perfect.
Nice doors, Ida. Has the bread risen?
Yes, it has.
Right one's always a little smaller than the left. That's fine, that's fine. I'm just worried I don't want to drop it after all of this.
It's pretty even heat in there.
A good even cooker, so we seal it up.
Yeah, and there you go.
That seems pretty locked.
Yeah.
If I'm not back in an hour, it's because I'm dead or I've blown a hernia.
Okay.
Hopefully see you in an hour.
Don, this is one of the biggest bales we've ever done here.
The biggest bale you've ever done. Just kill me now, maybe. That'll be easier.
Spread your legs wide. Yeah.
This again,
Wide
it's just
as you
like
can.
customs, man.
Just like that, straight up.
Okay, with the knees, right?
Yeah, with the knees.
Whoa, 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 okay. Yeah! Okay.
Yeah. Go, Don, go. Yeah. Perfect.
Keep that police escort going up front.
Way clear here. Awesome, amazing. Good job, Don.
Good job.
Yeah, one step at a time, baby steps. Yeah, you're almost there.
respect.
Almost, come on.
I'm glad
The
I
final
cinched that
challenge,
belt on.
Don. Final challenge.
Man, it's like walking down Everest. You're almost there. Foam the runway, boys. Foam
Almost
the
there.
runway.
Yeah.
He's
Almost
coming in
there.
hard.
Oh,
Right
watch
down to the
this.
shore.
Almost steep here, Don. Almost there. Lean back, just lean back. Finish line. Good job.
Oh, thank you,
Good
man.
job.
Thanks
Good
for the
job.
help, boys. I'm actually very surprised I made it down. If you had to give me a grade, letter, pass, fail, however you want to mark me, what do you guys think? You're the
I'd
experts.
say out of a 10, I'd give you a 6.5.
6.5?
6.5.
You just saw me working my butt off. 6.5?
Just because of the wrap.
That's it. You're going in.
Just because of the wrap was a little sloppy. 6.5.
Oh, the wrap. Okay, well, that's true. Overall.
On the wrap.
Right, I was just going for the
On the
carry.
wrap.
Who keeps closing these doors? Oh, hey, Ida.
Hi, Dawn.
Been waiting long?
Oh, about 2 hours.
Not more than that, I hope.
No,
I'm worried about time. I'm fighting the clock. Well, no fire, not a lot of smoke. That's a good sign.
here, Dawn, I got a bowl here for you to put it in.
Good stuff. 2 points. It may not be pretty, but I'm worried about time at this point. Whew. How's the weight there, Ida?
Oh, a little heavy.
That's not a good sign, but moment of truth. I've got bread.
That's a.
Molasses.
Smells good.
Piece for everyone. Ida, I kind of gave you a
take
crust
this
piece.
one.
Are you okay with
Okay,
the crust
I'm
piece?
fine with that.
You guys all had molasses bread before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me know what you think.
It's not as good as mine, but it's edible.
Edible. That's just slightly above non-toxic.
You might have added too much of this and maybe not enough of that, but all in all, you did all right.
Well, thank you very much. Do you think that was just a little sort of lack of experience? Because I noticed when you weren't sort of like measuring stuff out scientifically.
No, I wasn't.
What grade would you give me on the molasses bread?
Well, I'd give you a C.
It's a pass.
Yes,
It's a light pass, but it's a pass. I'll take that. What do you guys think of the molasses bread?
Oh, the bread itself is pretty good.
If I worked at the fort, what do you think they would have called me?
Well, I call you Quisquequan.
Quisquequan. And that means big, strong fort dude, something probably?
No, I'm afraid not. It means the crazy one.
Crazy. Well, that was a wild taste of fort life, and I got to thank all of you for your help and support in, surviving just the few days I was here, let alone a year at the fort. Thanks for everything.
Hey.
Hi.
Ida, I want the hug. Come on. Go
Okay,
on.
thank you.
Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Many blessings on your happy trail.
The buildings here at Fort Edmonton are a wonderful reminder of the earliest settlements in what was called the New World. It makes me realize that the first peoples of this land didn't build memorials. Our monuments are in the landscape itself. The mountains, the waterways, the sacred sites that have sustained us for generations. These are the living monuments to the peoples who have always been here and always will be. And that's a lesson I'll take with me on my journey through life. Don't get me wrong, the molasses bread was okay, but I couldn't help wondering, what would this bad boy do with a frozen pizza? Magnifico! Where else can you get a pizza that tastes historical? Hot, hot, hot. One thing I've learned as a native man, I'll tell you, history still hurts. Were there some good curse words, like maybe 1800 style curse words?
Mr. Roundmouth.
Mr. Roundmouth.
You've had too many beans. It's called Mr. Roundmouth speaking.
That's a popular one.